Hi, guys.
Welcome to our friendly lunchtime chat. And yeah, we're probably a little early because I said 12:15,
But I'm really late, so that's okay.
so we're kind of balanced out. A little early, a little late. So, it works out in the end. But today we're going to talk about dating outside your league.
Ooh.
I know, right? Like, as they say, swing up and go up to the next level. And they always say for a guy, this is actually the thing he's supposed to do. And I don't know why they say that, but if a guy's supposed to like swing up to the next level and get like that girl that's just at the edge, like the one that's like
Just a level above?
a level or two maybe, or maybe you're really lucky. Like I went to a whole other neighborhood.
Yeah, you
I left mine. I didn't leave a forwarding address. I'm out. I'm outie. I'm gone. Different neighborhood. Went a whole different direction.
Hi, Trevor.
Hey.
So, okay, so I think the term leagues is subjective, right?
Well, because like there's minor, there's guys and girls that they're scratching to put themselves together once a day, and they got nothing going. They're begging for anyone to stop long enough to say what's up.
Yep.
Let alone, and their self-esteem's is just that, right? And maybe it's like the pity thing, and the USS I feel sorry for you goes cruising by and says,
Wow.
"Throw a line over. We're gonna pull on board." And then they get on board like, "Holy shit, they're wrecking the whole boat! Throw them off! Throw them off! Get them over here! They gotta go! Pitch more to the side! What were we thinking? Just sink the damn ship! Get rid of them fast!" And they go zooming off into the sunset.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, no, I mean, it's true. But I think it's all subjective. So, I don't know. I think since the advent of online dating, since the advent of, you have to match up. You have to sync up. You can't be a guy so I'll give you an example. Prime example of one of our tribe members. One of our tribe members reached out and said, how do I get a girl like you? Meaning me, right? Okay, so let's talk about it. So...
She's a lesbian.
They're probably like, that would make sense. So, I'm not. But that is. So one of our tribe members, and you guys could definitely reach out to us at any point. We do consults with you guys if you guys want to do one-on-ones. So one of our tribe members reached out and said, well, how do I get a woman like you? Now, so I
damn chopped liver, right? Nobody wants to know.
I mean,
it's all right.
You're married.
I'm a fish in a barrel. I get it. Well, they should ask how do you guys got to shoot together? It makes good money.
Yeah.
Loves to put you as a shelf, right? That should be the girl's question, right?
Like
so they say, hey, right? So
unicorns.
We exist. There's a tribe of us.
So this tribe member, So the tribe member, so I look at his profile picture, and the guy's easily 35 years older than I am. Okay, right? So, and by looking at his profile, he's into hunting and fishing. Okay, all these things that I'm not into. Okay.
You wouldn't even fake it to make it.
I would. I'd be like, well, that's a cute date. But then, when the opportunity came to shoot me, I'd be like, you give me. Maybe I should know. But I do like venison, so I'd be in turmoil. Anyways, long story short. So
just bring it home. I don't want to see it kill it.
I don't want to see the whole process of it. But so anyways, so I have this conversation with him, and I said, okay, well, let's talk about it. You're at least 35 years older than I am. He's like, well, I like younger women. Okay. We have to be very real, I think, with ourselves, and knowing that if you're going to go somebody that is that far young, okay, that she's only into it for one thing, guys. I'm being very real with you. If she is reaching out to you and there is a big age gap, you either better bring a lot of dough and not care, because you're self-servicing each other, right?
Nope.
So I had the conversation. I said, well, are you wealthy? He's like, well, no. I said, well, you're not wealthy. You're not. And he had a Duck Dynasty.
Like Sean Connery with the swagger and style, right?
Yeah, he had a Duck Dynasty beard. But this is part of our coaching. So this is part of our coaching that we do with you guys. Okay. One of the conversations that we had with him was, looking at your activity level. Okay, this guy goes out, he's got duck blinds, he's got a boat with a fishing, like you said, the fishing pole. I mean, that's what this guy is, that's what he does. And he said to me, he's like, well, I'm not going to go out to a bar, I don't do bars. Bars aren't my thing, I don't want to go to a bar. So, well, I'm not asking you to go to a bar, but if you're asking for a girl like me, if you want to meet a girl like me, I'm doing live venues.
She's a bar.
First off, you see bar and they're going to think I'm an Elkie, and I'm not an Elkie.
No.
But I like to go and I like to meet people, and I like to go see the live entertainment, so that's where you're going to find a girl like me. So the things in which he was doing activity level wise were all what? Hunting, fishing. I said, if you're gonna listen, you're out on a boat, how many hot chicks are rolling up on the stream with you with their own fishing rod? Not gonna happen. How many duck blinds, hot chicks and duck blinds next to this guy? Not going to happen.
Short of a stage scene for Hollywood or something.
Yeah, right. So what we told him was, go get a job at Cabela's. Right? Go get a job at Cabela's. Work 4 hours a week. That's exactly where you're going to meet somebody who's interested in the same things that you are.
Yep.
And let's get real. Dating somebody who's 30 years younger is out of your league. It's not reasonable, and it's ludicrous.
And sorry, Trevor, I see you say it's wrong about ageism, but here's reality. When somebody's 20 to 30 years younger or older than you, they've had all that experience. So either A, you're selfish, and you're older than them, and you're going to drag this young person along to your lifestyle standard, which means that shortens them of all their experience you had when you were going through those years, or vice versa. You're really young looking for the old person to carry you so you can skip a lot of the experience you should have. 10, 12 years apart, okay,
yeah,
that's close enough, but you start getting much further than that, and it gets more difficult to draw a line of commonality because now you're starting to leave generations.
Yeah.
Not to get all super technical about it, but that's what it is. So right or wrong, of course you could, you know,
sure.
You can have the December, what they call December, April romance or whatever. But you know those things happen. But in reality, it's not practical to think you can build a real relationship off of that. Because what will happen is, and yeah, there's exceptions.
Of course,
I got a guy I know as a client and all that stuff, and him and his wife, there's about a 20-year difference between them. So there you go. So it can happen.
Of course.
And he met her, but here's the deal: met her as a CFO. Follow trend. She's in her 20s. With her hair, no one's her, but he was able to present a lifestyle that she could walk into. So she made a sacrifice of dating someone her own age who was scrapping or might be whatever. And then by the time she got to know him, she fell in love with him and all that stuff. That's fine. He got married and kid, and the whole deal. But and prior to that, that's where it was. So is that good or bad? No, but it's just we're trying to help you be grounded to what is reality of a relationship that you can keep, manage, and have. Because at the end of the day, and this goes for anybody, at the end of the day, because I've started to invite a lot of married people I know on this too. And when you're maintaining your relationship and you've got an age gap that's significant, 10, 12 years is not, like I said, I don't think that's significant. 15, 20, 25, 30, that's significant.
Yeah, my ex-husband was 12,
So yeah, it's a reasonable space. Beyond that, though, just the challenges become too much. It becomes too hard for people to balance the differences. Because let's go fast forward. You start in your 20s and sounds great, and the other person's 40. Guy, girl, either way, right? Whatever. And you go now 15, 20 more years out, and now you've got 65 and 40. So you're mid-career.
Yeah.
They're slacking in retirement.
Yeah.
You're mad every time you come home because you're either pickled or not there.
How'd you do today?
Yeah, right. And then you're like, I'm tired. I'm like, tired. I'm waiting for you to come home. We're going to do some stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And all of that. And so now what do you grow separate in your relationship? No. Yeah. You want to grow together. So now it just keeps getting worse because now you go to your 70s and your 50s. And now the person in their 70s may or may not be as active as you were in your 50s. Follow the trend here, right? Like it's not impossible to fathom how this goes down. So yeah, that stuff, the long-term age stuff, whatever, that's one piece. But I think too, just as important is people aligning their goals, right? So a lot of people date outside of their legal. Like my first wife, my training marriage.
Wait, what just came out of your mouth?
Yeah, right. My training marriage, that's what I call it. My training marriage, and I learned a lot from it, and I don't mean to completely discredit the thing, but her agenda was completely different from what I wanted. I wanted to grow a business, be an entrepreneur, have that fire in me to do that. She was happy with, well, my parents my dad was a boiler room operator, and my mom worked in school, so she wanted a really simple life. Well, I didn't want that. So they didn't align. So regardless of the marriage, fail. And that's part of the thing about dating out of my league, out of my space. You're not aligning yourself to your best opportunity to make the relationship work. You're not on the same field, you're on the same ground level, And is it harder to marry another entrepreneur if someone has that? No, I don't know if it's any harder or not. But at least I know they'll understand why I want to do something and grind out something, and I'm busy with it, and I'm trying to make something happen, and they get that because they too have a similar drive, or maybe they just want to help, and they're like, I'm not an entrepreneur, but I totally love it. I want to help you build that.
Yeah,
and
maybe that's where a lot of my relationships failed. Being the entrepreneur that I was, I think that was something that was just lacking. And you talk about coming home and being like, why am I banging my head on the door? Why are you not doing anything, you know? So, yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. What about physical appearance? Dating outside your physical appearance?
Now we get to the most common thing when people read this. They're thinking, and you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, as they say, right? So if you're fortunate enough that a super attractive person finds you attractive and you're ugly as a duck can get, count your blessings, but don't hold with that with fear, because most people do, because that pollutes the whole damn thing. You get all this insecurity that comes into the relationship and taints the whole process. So next thing you know, the person's like, ugh, I need space. You're like, I don't leave me, hot person.
Yeah.
And right, and who are you anyway? Because now they get a train wreck and they look horrible one day, and at least you can relate to the fact and help them, I guess. Here's what ugly looks like now. Welcome to my world. But in the same respect, the one reason you held them like, you know, ooh, now that's gone. Now what? Because you didn't build it, you know.
Well, you know, you look at all these movies that Hollywood produces, and you look at ugly guy, average looking dude, you know, goes into a situation, and he's got this hot chick that just moved into town, and he does something to save the day, and
magic fairy dust.
And she's like, oh my gosh, average dude, I love you. And she's like a babelicious, you know, chick. There's not one that I know of, unless I'm wrong, tell me. There's not one that has the roles reversed, where it's like an ugly average chick and like some hunky hotness that like she saves his. It just doesn't happen.
Well,
so the standards have like changed where
I'm like, I disagree with this one.
You do?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wait, what do you say?
Well, in my opinion, the whole thing is it's really simple. Food, bowl, hungry, dog.
You go back to the dog scene.
I'm telling you every time.
That is your thing.
Every time. Look, that hunky dude will take average chick out for a whiz around the town.
Well, that's true.
He'll go like, hey, come on, Cooper.
If she's easy,
I'll give you some credit. Yeah. And that's right. Look at my boots. That's why they don't show it.
And that's true.
They don't show it because it always happens.
That's true.
Average girl can go with a hot guy for one night anytime.
A girl can get with any guy anytime. Anytime.
I've seen the worst.
Wow.
The worst.
You're really close to the camera.
Worst looking women.
You guys gotta take this seriously because you're real close.
Worst looking women you've imagined in character, behavior, and appearance take home the best looking dudes at a bar at 2 a.m.
Yep.
Every time. And so, you know, there's a term for it that they call trolling or something. And every time I've seen it. So that's why that movie's complete BS. Hollywood's, why waste our time? We know the outcome. Matter of fact, come with us down to this bar. We'll show you at 2 a.m. how it goes down.
It's
so
obvious.
they don't need the movie.
It's obvious.
But the guy, on the other hand, is like, please, God, anything. Oh, a hot chick, what do I have to do? I will conquer a planet. I am a superhero. Give me a cape. I will do everything. Oh, skirt the hot chick. Because when the mentality's there for a boy versus man, notice my clarification now, that's important. A man says, I need a woman to be these things in my relationship. A boy says, I need the hot chick to show my friends that I have, that I'm hanging out with, and I'm getting street cred because I'm 25, or unfortunately some men up to the age of ever. And some never adjust. But at any rate, and then there's criteria of things that they want as long as he's all this physical stuff. Maybe I had one client, this is great on, and I think the dude's deceased now, so I don't feel bad.
But, you don't feel bad that he's deceased? You don't feel bad that you're talking about
I don't feel bad, I don't talk about him.
Because his family members like, oh, that's
oh my God. Well, it gets back to that whole...
Well, at least that your guys and your family would
right? Get back to the whole like winter, spring romance thing or whatever. And so every time he'd come see me to get money, he'd have the next super hot chick. Like, you know, he'd bring in a Charisse looking girl or somebody else, right? And he dug that one in there for her fan club.
Yeah.
And, but at any rate, so and they began and again a different girl. And I'm like, oh my God, what do you do? He's like, well, I don't care. He had half his rib cage was replaced by wire mesh from a massive accident. So he was crapshooting how long he'd live. So he's just cooking money, dating these girls. And these girls were all convinced that he'd one day just take a statement and say, okay, baby, it's all yours. I've signed it over to you. And they'd all wait like baited fish on a hook. And he just truck along. And as soon as one would get too much pressure, like wanting to move in or, you know, we should space it out and break up. And so at least he had a clear understanding of what he's doing, like his function and the whole thing. Like, like dude, you're just a man. I know I'm just a paycheck for a lifestyle for you. That's cool. And you're like super hot chick, makes me feel hot or whatever, gives me like street cred with all my other working dudes I worked with or what have you. But so that kind of thing, if that's how you work, that's fine. But the grand schemes are right or not? No, I don't necessarily think so. You know, but that's me. What do I know, right? Because you're probably going, well, yeah, whatever, dude. You've never had any like hot chicks. Your whatever your assumptions are. But au contraire,
Au contraire.
Because what women are attracted to, I'd be happy to teach you in a private class because it's not what you think. It isn't the size of your manhood. It isn't the size of your wallet. It's your ability to touch your heart, soul, and mind.
Absolutely.
And if you can do that, regardless of how she looks,
absolutely,
you too can have whatever person you need to have in your life to make you feel complete, loved, and wanted.
I think Psychology Today published something in 2015 that stated...
She's busting facts out.
I'm busting facts, peeps. It's legit. Dropping like... I mean, we have to go back on the time, but I'm pretty sure it was 2015 that stated that if you matched in appearance level, you know, the same, that the likelihood of your relationships were going to last longer. The fact that if one person was hotter than the other, let's just say that the dude wasn't as good looking, if we take that role, is it wasn't as good looking as a dude? Or as a chick?
Yep.
Wow, I'm going. The whole lesbian thing just totally derailed.
Yeah, it's probably same sex too, like two super hot guys.
I guess it goes the same way.
Because we know guys were more shallow, so actually probably even worse for guys.
Yeah, probably worse. But yeah, if the chick was hotter in the relationship than the guy, then the likelihood in which she admitted that she would flirt with coworkers, fool around because the guy wasn't so hot. So I think the takeaway from that study was date someone on your level.
Date the ugliest chick, she'll love you forever.
Hey, wait. Now that we're thinking... now I'm thinking. We had this conversation a couple times with the chicks. That there is this consensus among girls that if you're the girl, or I guess whoever loves the person... Let me see if I say this right. Whoever loves the person more isn't in control. The person that loves less is in control of the relationship.
Oh, that's so wrong.
But I had 4 or 5 girls.
It's a fail.
Yeah, so if...
That's a relationship fail.
So we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's who we are.
Okay, we're not in a relationship. Business. So if we were in a relationship, and I loved you more, you're in control of the relationship.
No.
That's what they say?
I get that, but they are wrong. I disagree with they.
You know, it's interesting. I'd love to see our tribe members.
Yeah, man, feel free to chime in, but because I think it's not, if you already perceive that there's a control, you're already done. The relationship's done. Because control says you're so insecure, you can never truly love to commit to love. So if you can't commit to love with free abandon, you're never truly in love. You are holding back. And if you're holding back, it's a fear, it's whatever, and now you've never achieved what could be achieved. And that other person, it's not a question of not being in control, it's more like they're likely to get hurt worse, per se, because they gave and you didn't. But I don't think it's control, because at the end of the day, when they're gone, the person that gave you that, then you have a vortex in your life. It's gone, and now there's this big hole, and you're like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Right?
Insecurities will kill it almost every
time.
Every single time. Yeah, and it's all subjective, too, because, I've, dated guys where I didn't think they were as hot as what they were. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, you're absolutely stunningly...
You're the dude.
Like, what are you talking about? Do you like that?
I know. She's built up.
Well, then on top of that, I was like, I swear.
That's good. Like, we make a clip of that, like a loop, and I can sell that as like.
Wow, I should stop doing that. That was really bad.
See, it's like, just as a
You're all welcome. You're all welcome. I should be charging for that.
That's going to be the GIF. That's a GIF.
If I see my face like if I will kill you. You guys, there are times where he will take pictures of me. I'm not even kidding you. That is like a constant thing. That's awesome. He will send me pictures and he'll say, "What's this worth to you?"
That's right.
So all of a sudden my GIF is going to be...
That's it, the GIF that pays. That's right, GIF subscriptions starting at $10 a month.
Good
But, I do appreciate everyone tuning in.
And I think if you guys need help along in this line and you want some one-on-one consulting, reach out to us. Get us. We'll be happy to do personal one-on-ones. Do it just like we are doing here with you, and go over some situations that honestly will be common sense for us, but aren't common sense to you. And uncommon. Yeah, because common sense just not common anymore. Honestly, we have a hard time looking in our own personal situations, and just having somebody give you that feedback is worth it. I have him help me all the time. So
see,
I'm telling you. But yeah.
So on that note, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next week. Oh, and we should tell them the Secret Girls Night thing that we're working on. Yeah. All right. So what we probably decided to do for the anonymity of all the participants is to go strictly with a podcast style, because it'll be difficult to protect their identities if we want them to actually be very blunt. And what we're hoping for is the raw, uncut.
Honest.
You're right. Blunt
Straight
conversation.
up honest.
Yeah. So, at any rate, that's that. More on that later to come as we put it together. Until next week, I hope you guys have a great week. See you guys later. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.